Hi there, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Dreamkatcher Daily. Today, we're bravely stepping into the storm of card number 16, the Tower. We'll break down its powerful symbolism, from the lightning strike to the falling figures, explore its deep astrological and numerological connections, and uncover the profound, life-altering lesson it holds. By the end of this video, you won't see the Tower as an ending, but as a radical, necessary, and ultimately liberating new beginning. So take a deep breath, and let's face the storm together. Before we even look at the image, let's talk about the number of this card. 16. In numerology, we often reduce numbers to a single digit to understand their core essence. So, 16 becomes 1 plus 6, which equals 7. The number 7 is the number of the spiritual seeker, of analysis, introspection, and deep wisdom. It's the number of the chariot, which is all about willpower and forward momentum. So, hidden within the chaos of 16 is the spiritual lesson of 7. It tells us that the events of the Tower are not random. They are designed to push us toward a deeper spiritual understanding and self-awareness. However, the number 16 itself carries a powerful vibration. The 1 represents the self, the ego, leadership, and new beginnings. The 6 represents harmony, community, responsibility, and earthly matters. When you put them together in 16, you get a tension between the individual ego, the 1, and our responsibilities to the world and others, the 6. The Tower's upheaval often happens when our ego, our sense of self, has built a structure that is out of alignment with our deeper spiritual truth or our role in the community. The 1 has built a tower that the 6 can no longer support. The collapse is the universe's way of rebalancing this equation, forcing the ego to surrender so that a more authentic structure can be built. Now, let's connect the Tower to the cosmos. Astrologically, the Tower is ruled by the planet Mars. Mars is the planet of action, energy, war, aggression, and ambition. It's a fiery, powerful, and often explosive force. You can feel that Martian energy in the very image of the card. The lightning, the fire, the sudden destruction. Mars doesn't ask for permission. It acts. When the Tower card appears, it's a sign that Mars's energy is at play, breaking down old structures with force and speed. It's not a gentle negotiation. It's a sudden, non-negotiable event. The element associated with Mars is, fittingly, fire. Fire is a powerful agent of transformation. It destroys, yes, but it also purifies, cleanses, and provides the light for new things to be seen. The fire in the Tower burns away illusion, falsehood, and everything that is no longer serving us, leaving behind only the raw, undeniable truth. Let's walk through the powerful symbols in this card. The first thing you see is the Tower itself. It's built on a high, rocky mountain, isolated and seemingly secure. This represents the structures we build in our lives, our beliefs, our ambitions, our relationships, our careers. It can also represent our ego, the rigid, man-made fortress we construct to protect ourselves. Notice the crown at the top of the Tower. This symbolizes our ambition, our attachment to material success and authority. It represents the pinnacle of what we thought we wanted. But then, the most dramatic element, a bolt of lightning strikes the Tower, blowing the crown right off. This lightning bolt is a moment of sudden, shocking insight. It's a message from the divine, a truth that can no longer be ignored. It comes from the heavens and completely shatters the man-made structure. The crown, representing our ego and false ambitions, is the first thing to go. This signifies that the crisis is a direct challenge to our ego and our attachment to worldly power. The universe is saying, what you've built is based on a false foundation. Then, we see 2 figures falling from the Tower. They are thrown out into the abyss, their world turned upside down. This represents us when we experience a Tower moment. We are forced out of our comfort zones, out of the structures we thought were safe. We lose control. The fall is terrifying. but it's also a kind of liberation. They are no longer trapped in the rigid, limiting tower. They are being released, even if it's violent. Look closely at the 22 flames falling around them. These are called yods, a Hebrew letter, and there are 22 of them, corresponding to the 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet and the 22 major arcana cards. This is a huge clue. It tells us that this seemingly chaotic event contains all the wisdom of the fool's journey. It's not just destruction, it's a profound spiritual revelation. So, what does it mean when you pull the tower in a reading? In its upright position, the tower is unmistakable. Sudden upheaval, crisis, and revelation. A foundation you thought was secure is about to crumble. This could be a job loss, the end of a relationship, a financial crisis, or a shattering of a long-held belief. It is a moment where the universe takes the wheel because the path you were on was leading you astray. It's a painful, shocking experience, and it's important to acknowledge that pain. But the card is also a promise. It's a promise that whatever is falling away is making room for truth. It's a divine reset button. The key is to surrender to the process. Don't try to hold on to the crumbling walls. Let them fall. The truth will set you free, but first, it will turn your world upside down. When the tower appears reversed, the energy is a bit different. Often, reversed tower means you are resisting a necessary change. You can feel the cracks forming in the foundation. You know the tower is unstable, but you are desperately trying to hold it together. You are avoiding the inevitable collapse. This can be even more painful in the long run than the upright tower's swift shock, as it prolongs the suffering and anxiety. It's a warning to stop patching up the cracks and face the truth. Alternatively, a reversed tower can sometimes indicate that you've just come through a major upheaval and are now in the process of rebuilding. You've survived the storm, and now you're sifting through the rubble, figuring out what to do next. It's a sign that the worst is over, and the healing and reconstruction can begin. So, what is the ultimate lesson of the tower? The core lesson is that true security cannot be found in external structures. It cannot be found in a job, a relationship, a belief system, or a bank account. All of these things are temporary and can be taken away. The tower teaches us that the only true foundation is our connection to our authentic self and to the divine. It forces us to let go of our ego's attachments and to find our stability within. It's a lesson in surrender and faith. It teaches us that sometimes the most compassionate thing the universe can do for us is to burn our comfortable prison to the ground so we can finally be free. It's a radical awakening. The old you has to fall away so the true you can emerge from the ashes, ready to build again, but this time on a foundation of solid, unshakable truth. As we close our reflection on the tower, remember this. No one welcomes this card, but everyone who goes through its initiation is transformed for the better. It is the chaos that precedes clarity, the breakdown that precedes the breakthrough. When you find yourself in a tower moment, hold on. Not to the falling walls, but to the faith that you are being cleared for something far greater. You are being given the chance to rebuild your life in alignment with your soul. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into one of the tarot's most challenging cards. If this teaching resonated with you, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more tarot teachings and soulful reflections. I'd love to hear about your own tower moments in the comments below. Until next time, be well.